pandemic has not only brought health concerns all across America, it's also now forcing many people to take a hard look at their financial future.
It really is. Whether you're a big investor or maybe just getting started, there are a lot of questions people are asking.
Oh, yeah. WATE 6 on your side consumer reporter Don Dare talked with a wealth manager today about what people need to do to keep their retirement plans on track.
Well, Summer, the main message he wants to get across is don't panic. But the reality is a lot of people are worried. A recent nationwide survey shows 6 out of 10 Americans are more concerned about their retirement today compared to a year ago. And most of their reasons are financial. They wonder, is there enough money in the piggy bank? At Blue Ridge Wealth Planners, it's been a busy time for John Vandegrift since the pandemic began. In guiding the finances for his clients since mid-March, the coronavirus has created unemployment uncertainty for some, he said, coupled with stock market volatility for others. He says over the last 5 months, the investment market has had some of the wildest swings in modern time, from high to low, then back to high.
About a 20-day period, we had the fastest 30% drop in the stock market that we've ever had in history. And so ever since, really the first quarter of this year, the market has rebounded. So we're actually back at all-time highs with the stock market right now, which is hard to believe after, a pretty significant drop, 4 or 5 months ago.
John says when the economy shut down at the beginning of the pandemic, that affected both the short and long-term retirement plans for many.
Well, I think it's done two kind of different ends of the spectrum. It's forced some people into an earlier retirement than they thought they would have because maybe their job was taken away or maybe they ran a small business that wasn't able to function after the economic shutdown. So you've had some people that have been forced into an almost, kind of scramble mode of how can I make retirement work? Then you get the other end of the spectrum where people have lost money and maybe haven't had the recovery that some areas of the market have. And so it's kind of move that retirement back.
He says to get a retirement plan back on track, you need to reassess your risk. Your investments should be diversified and have appropriate risk for your age. Then review your goals. How much money might you need in retirement? For the young investor, the key here is to stay the course.
Too many young investors, when they watch the market, they get emotional with it, but the reality is they don't need this money yet. As long as they are in a place where they've got a good emergency savings fund, which is okay if it's not making a lot of money, but they leave their 401ks in and they keep themselves employed somewhere, they don't need this money for a 20 to 30 year period potentially. And so you need to take as much risk as you can because this is the time in life that really rewards you for taking that risk.
Despite the financial chaos the pandemic has created, it will end eventually.
I think whenever things do open back up, you're going to see a pretty large boom in the travel industry because people are just ready to get out of the house, and go somewhere and do something. So I'm pretty optimistic about what the future looks like. But at the same time, we're optimistic, but we plan for the worst case.
For people who have not lost their jobs and are nearing retirement age, wealth managers tell us many couples are considering working longer than expected to boost their retirement income and, as a result, delaying dipping into their retirement accounts. The pandemic has created a lot of changes, Lori.
Has it ever? All right, Don, thank you. Good info as always there. And if you have a consumer question for Don, send him an email at ddare@wate.com or you can give him a call. His 6 on your side hotline is right there on your screen, 865-633-5974.